A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, we would be talking about friends with benefit situation happening with some of the DMs and DFs right now. And from friends with benefits, it's not moving anywhere. That type of a situation. So I'm doing a channeling for them. And why is this channeling important is because from friends with benefits, the DM and the DF need to go one step ahead so that the DM can commit or give them more respect in the relationship. First of all, let's understand, in some cases it's not even a DM like the twin flame. It could be a karmic, it could be a false twin also, but they have only appeared in the timeline of the DF so that DF can heal the blocks and then she can attract the twin flame. Usually what happens in these situations like friends with benefits is that the other person is taking all the good things. They are enjoying with the DF, they are having a good time, they are talking to them, they are going out with them. Literally everything is happening between them, and obviously intimacy is also there. But when it comes to giving commitment, or when it comes to holding a hand in bad times, so these type of people, they are very happy in good times, but when they realize that the DF is going through some intense situation, or she is emotionally low, or she needs a hand, or she needs a hug, or anything of that sort, or just when you are in a situation where if nobody wants to commit, if DF also does not want to commit and DM also does not want to commit, it's okay. It can probably go on for a long time. But they both show each other a lot of affection and they don't hide it. Mostly the problem comes when it's a clandestine relationship or it's a hidden relationship, a secret relationship. So that's when a person feels that why is somebody keeping me as a secret? Okay, in some cases even women like to keep their relationship secret. Now, keeping a relationship private and keeping a relationship secret are two different things. When you keep it private, you don't share everything with the world. You don't go all out there and share every small detail, all the posts and all the pictures, and telling the world, oh, I'm in a happy relationship and this and that. But in a secret relationship, everything of a relationship format happens. Everything. But when it comes to giving a commitment, putting a name to it, then people back out. So this gives some kind of a dark feeling, or some kind of a wound to the feminine, and she thinks, am I not good enough for this man? He wants to take all the benefits from me, but he does not want to give me anything in return. If you noticed, in most cases between men and women, two things always happen. Women are the givers in terms of nurturing and affection, and men are the providers and they give commitment. So here the man is taking everything, but he is not giving her what he is supposed to give. But the woman is going on giving. And why is that happening? This happens because of past childhood abuse, where the girl has been raised as a pleaser, as a people pleaser. She had to please the adults, she had to please the mother especially, she had to please either the father or the mother, or all the adults, or most of the adults. And even if she would do many things for them, or a lot of things for them, they would never return anything to her. Neither affection, neither love, not even appreciation or acknowledgement of what she is doing. I was reading a very nice book the other day, and in the book there was this, somebody had mentioned this whole episode that they had gone through, and I have heard similar episodes. In fact, I don't want to share it right now, but personally also there have been some events and situations where I felt that we are giving so much to other people, but they don't return it. Why they don't return it? Forget about returning. Why can't they even acknowledge it? So there's a little girl, she goes to a store and she sees a very nice present, a nice bag for her mother, or a clutch purse for her mother. And for many days she skips her lunch. And then she goes to the shop, she saves the money over few months to give the present on a festival to the mother. And then when she gives the present, she wraps it in a nice paper and she gives it to the mother, and mother opens it and she throws it away, saying that it must be stolen and she cannot take the present from a thief. Now just imagine what the child goes through after this. The poor child who has been saving, quitting their lunch for God knows how many days, not eating lunch just for the mother's happiness. And in the end, the mother does this. I'll share another episode. It's not from this book, but from some other person's life. So basically, there is again a girl, because this is happening to the feminines mostly. She really loves her father, and she loves her father so much that she wants to buy something nice for the father, some clothes, maybe some t-shirts. So she looks for the t-shirts, and she does not buy clothes for herself. Whatever money she has, she buys some t-shirts for the father, and she's very excited because she sees that father is not buying anything, or even if he's not buying anything new, she just feels like, he should have something nice to wear. And then she goes to the father, and again she wraps it, gives it like a gift. The father opens it, wears it, gets very angry, takes it off and throws it on her face and says that, what made you buy this color or this design for me? Now just imagine the amount of heartbreak that child goes through, who has not even asked the parent or the father for the money, rather saved the money, earned the money with hard work, went to the shop, made all the effort. Now these are the things that the father should have been doing for the child, but she is the one who's doing it for him, and this is what she gets in the return. These type of wounds make the energy blocked, and then in that blocked state of energy, the feminine creates or gets into an energy which has a match. So either she will date a man who might show her affection, commitment and everything, but he won't do anything for her. She would have to pay the bills, she would have to take care of him, she would have to buy him presents. He would be like a boyfriend or a husband who's always going to be hanging over her, hovering around her, but she has to do the maintenance in the relationship. Sooner or later, with time, such a person, hardworking people always grow. Like if you look at this child also, who is so compassionate, who has the brain at a young age to save money and buy presents for elder people, for adults, imagine how much potential these type of children have. So in the materialistic world, in the jobs or wherever they go, they will be independent and they will grow. But the problem is that with all the money they earn, with all the good things they do, they don't have anyone who's telling them that you are doing a good job. If they go through a low phase, they cannot even go to such an adult and keep their head on the lap and just rest and just relax. Because the adults are not taking care of them ever. Emotionally, mentally, financially, physically, they have to take care of them all throughout all of their lives. So it becomes very tiring energetically, because sometimes you need somebody around you. Okay? And this is the reason why we do inner work, so that we heal the wounds from within. Because inner work is so powerful. Mental awareness, mental practice is so powerful that it can make you so independent that in times to come, you will not need anybody. And magically, or with the love of the God, you can say, you will create the right support system for you. You will have the right friends around you. You'll have the right cheerleaders around you. Even if you are not in a total commitment with someone and you like someone, that person is not going to make an issue out of it, because they will be loyal towards you. See, the problem does not happen even in friends with benefits. You can continue to be in friends with benefits, or you can continue to have a nice platonic asexual relationship also. The problem happens when the person is not loyal to you and they are hovering around other people, or they keep telling you or showing you that you are not good enough for them, somebody else is, or somebody else is better, somebody else they like or they fancy. That's when people get hurt. So now, as per the energy of the channeling session, the divine feminine is going through this kind of a war in her head. What does she want? And this is a really amazing place to be in, because some people spend their whole lives in these type of dynamics, the friends with benefits, or some kind of a shared partnership where you are sharing the same person with someone else also, and you are the one who is the hidden secret over there, not the other person. The other person could be getting time, commitment, love, or whatever it is required, but you are the one who has to be hidden in the background and nobody knows about it, but you are sharing that person. Then you could be in a situation where you are spending too much money or energy or effort to keep that person near you. Just to have them around you, you're making so many efforts, and still they give you a hard time. So now, as per the energy update, the feminine is going to realize this. Whether it's a DM, a karmic, or a false twin, that is a later part of it. But first, most important thing is that she realizes it. She has to get out of this. She can't do this for the rest of her life. So that juncture she reaches over here, and this juncture will awaken an energy in her true partner, her true DM. Because he will also open up and he will also realize that loyalty is important. He will learn the test of loyalty. If they are not together, then he will learn it via some other karmic who will dump him, cheat him, treat him very badly, make fun of him, malign him, treat him like a very low life character, like a loser, even though he's doing everything for her. And then he will awaken to the fact that, I cannot repeat this to anyone else. The next time I date a person, or he'll start looking for a very loyal partner. And if the DF is in his periphery, then he'll realize that she's the one. He might just apologize to her for his wrongdoing. He will just somehow get the practical experience when she awakens this part within her, that if an adult has treated her badly, it's not her fault. She should not keep the wound, because it could be their wound, it could be their upbringing, it could be something they have gone through which they're passing on to them, because they don't know, they are in ignorant stage. They're ignorant, right? Ignorant people keep passing on the wounds from one person to another. She doesn't want to pass on the wounds, she wants to heal it right here. Okay? For private sessions, personal readings, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first, and once you're sure, write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. When it comes to twin flame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about your journey before the reading, because we need to get the best and the most accurate answers that can boost your ascension journey. We will discuss your journey during the reading. In case of therapies, it's very important you share with me different facets of your life and do the assignments given to you that will help you heal the wounded inner child. The wounded inner child is the primary reason why the adult is going through separation. This is a very imperative step before you do anything. All this work leads to a 5D union, and without the 5D union, 3D union is not possible. You can get my book In the Name of Love, which has 5 channel twin flame stories based on 5 different types of twin flame dynamics. It's called The Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. The link is given in the description box, along with the links to the YouTube channels Ramayana and Mahabharata Diaries and the Sunamoon vlogs. Because as much as food is important for your body, the right type of content which comes from the metaphysics domain is required for the mind, so that you can keep up with the ascension lifestyle and deprogram previous negativity as well as instant karma. Ascension is a lifestyle. So all I want to say over here now is that the feminines are going to be stronger. Any which way, after the Lion's Gate portal, all the darkness they go through, some of them feel very humble, some of them feel very energized. In whatever case, towards the September end, the energies will start changing. A lot of them will start feeling better again. They would want to exercise, they would want to eat good food, and also release negative attachments and things that bring them down. If any thought, any mental thought is bringing you down, that you could be in your ignorance repeating it like a mantra, you can fix it. Instead of saying, oh, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, or I'm so dark, I'm so ugly, I'm so this, you can stop yourself right there and say, I am wonderful, or I am loved, or I'm a unique creation of the universe. God loves me, source is with me. Anything positive that uplifts you. So on this note, I would be closing this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.